Thank you so much, JC, Bernard and Ian, for representing the whole band, Powderfinger, tonight. Now, I know you've played amazing festivals and stages all over the world. Does it feel a little bit special to be playing here nonetheless?
It certainly does.
It does. It's a pretty awesome spot,
Yeah.
as everyone can probably see.
Yeah.
We did a gig here with Crowded House back in '96, so we haven't played here since then, so it's good to be back.
Wow, so you were there the first time for the...
Different size crowd, of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
There was around about 119,000 more people at that show, though.
Now, I know that that bands can be attached to causes all the time. Have any of you been affected by breast cancer personally? I mean...
Yes, I have. My sister-in-law is being treated for breast cancer now, and in good shape, which is good. My wife's auntie has breast cancer, and another auntie of hers died from breast cancer, so... Yes,
Definitely friends, definitely.
My mother had it when I was young. She beat it, thankfully. She was lucky enough to catch it early. So,
I know as musicians you often get approached by people who have been moved by your music, and I'm sure you get a lot of stories. Can you remember any of them that have been particularly affecting?
My brother died from cancer years ago, about 5 years ago, and I think before then I didn't understand where they were coming from, but now I do, because of the kind of the desperation or whatever it is that you feel after you lose somebody, or even if they're sick, that you would just do anything to help them. And so now I think my understanding of it is much deeper. Same with you for Melissa, JC's cousin that died. So I can't remember any in particular.
no.
I mean, we get a lot. It's probably partly because our music is pretty emotional as well, and it's not just good times, our music. It's kind of a bit depressing.
It's interesting. You notice sometimes someone, like these days, or nobody sees something like that, you just look down the front, you might see a person just in tears, and you sort of, you don't know what they've been through and stuff. But you imagine something like cancer, you sort of, or something tragedy, so it does touch you.
Your album's been out for a while. You've had time to really settle into the songs. Have you changed your relationships with the songs and found that you've got a new favourite or anything?
Who really cares, I reckon, for me, I always liked it, but it's just such a good live song. I don't know, it's got a lot of room for it to go off live.
And there's a couple of songs that have done the opposite too.
Gone the other way.
Gone the other way.
Which one, JC?
Oh, it's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm not going to dob in a song.
I've actually gained respect for Lost and Running. I didn't have a lot of respect for that song for a while. We weren't really good mates, but I really like it now. I like playing it and find that it's got a good vibe.
Now, on tonight's show, you've got a couple of special guests. How did those people get chosen or volunteer?
Nick Sester has got an amazing rock and roll voice, so we thought that he was a good option to ask if he was available.
Yeah, and what did you say? Did you mention it was...
JC called him, I think.
Didn't call him, no. Just we threw some ideas around. We were throwing all sorts of artists in the ring, and he seemed like a good choice to play On My Mind. He seemed like the right voice to do that song, and I think Bernard spoke to him and he was up for it.
Yeah, he was just totally up for it.
So when you do the song, is it both of you singing together? Or...
Yeah, he's singing the lead vocal and I just sing the backing vocals. And that's the same with Missy when we do Sunsets. And with Kev, we're sharing the vocal in Black Tears with Kev Carmody.
Sure.
So we just called them all and just said, are you up for it? We're doing this show at the Opera House. It's like a breast cancer awareness and benefit, I suppose. And are you interested in doing it? And they were all totally up for it.
When you give up a song like that and sort of bring in an outsider in a way, does it ever change the song after that for the band?
Sunsets is going to be hard to do now after Missy's sung it.
Totally. She's brought something really beautiful to it.
Is there one particular song by Powderfinger that people seem to come back to time and again?
I think these days.
Or My Happiness, I think, too, people.
Yeah. These days, because it can be appropriated to just about anything, I suppose. My Happiness is really that's about a relationship, and it's mistakenly used at weddings.
All good love songs are they?
A lot of people use it at weddings. It's not such a happy song though, but anyway.